I hope you watched part 1 and part 2. They're right here on this channel. I think they're really important to watch before this video. So feel free to click pause on this video and watch those other videos. I will be checking the comments on all of these because I expect confusion. I expect some degree of people being upset. Because for the most part, what I'm teaching you in these videos, you have likely never been taught. Sorry you weren't taught. Very glad I'm teaching you. Let's get into the mineral part of thyroid, okay? We're talking hair analysis. I hope you have had hair analysis done recently, within the last 6 months. If not, contact our office. It's time. And I want you to have that hair analysis out with you right now, because I'm going to point out specific things on it, and it's going to help you understand what's going on function-wise with your thyroid. An imbalance or a deficiency in the minerals related to your thyroid equal bad blood work. Why am I bringing that up? I like blood work. It tells us things that hair analysis does not. However, if we see something is imbalanced on blood work, that is not going to be what's driving a mineral deficiency or imbalance. But if we see a mineral deficiency or an imbalance, that can absolutely drive a problem that we'll see on blood work. So I want you to get both done, because I want to see if some imbalance or deficiency is messing with what we see on your blood and how severely it is affecting that blood. So please hear me. It's not blood or hair analysis. It is both. If we want to fully understand your thyroid, we're doing both. On your hair analysis, calcium and potassium is called the thyroid ratio, because largely, when your thyroid needs to calm down, it's going to use calcium to do it, and when it needs to pick up, it's going to use potassium to do that. Now we're talking function when we say this. So for your thyroid, just to do its basic functions, we need to see adequate and balanced levels of calcium and potassium. And when we don't have that, I don't expect to see good blood work for your thyroid. Without these minerals in balance, I don't think the thyroid functions optimally, and that'll affect all the hormones related to it. Selenium is the third mineral on your hair analysis I want you to look at. Go all the way over to the right. It's just off of the right edge next to phosphorus. It's selenium with an S. When we talk about that T3 and T4 hormone, I mentioned these in the previous 2 videos. I want you to understand something about it. Your thyroid makes T4. Its half-life is 1 week. What does that mean? After your thyroid makes that hormone, half of it is gone within 7 days. So it doesn't stick around forever. Now here's the other thing I want you to understand. If half of it is gone in a week, and our blood work is only measuring the last 90 seconds of our life, it depends on when that T4 was made and when our blood was drawn to get an accurate idea of how much T4 our thyroid is making. That sounded a little bit confusing, I think. I'm going to say it a different way. The timing on your blood work can cause a misrepresentation in your T4 level. How about that? So I still want you to have blood work done for your thyroid, but I don't want you to buy or sell the farm based on it, because we know that the hormones that we're measuring on that blood work are a big picture idea. The body converts T4 into T3. T3 is the much more active version of this hormone. Okay? It's 3 to 4 times more potent. And I don't like it when the numbers don't line up like that, right? The bigger number is less potent than the smaller number. Sorry about that part, I didn't make up the rules. The T3 is 3 to 4 times more potent than the T4. So we want to make sure that we have enough selenium, because the body's ability to turn that T4 into that more potent T3 is dependent upon selenium. So again, if I'm looking at your hair analysis and I see that you are deficient or imbalanced in selenium, I do not expect to see good blood work on your T3 levels. Does that make sense? Furthermore, if your body is lacking selenium, and on the blood work we see that your T3 is low, I'm expecting to see your TSH is high because your brain is trying to make more T3 by telling your thyroid to do that. And your thyroid's saying, hey bub, I don't have enough selenium to do that. You can bark at me all day, but I can't do it. The analogy I used in the previous video was the parent telling their kid to clean their bedroom. In this example, selenium is like the vacuum cleaner. The parent can bark at the kid to vacuum all day, but if the kid doesn't have a vacuum, vacuuming isn't happening. And the fourth mineral is iodine. And yes, it is important for thyroid function. And there's a lot of receptor sites on it, or places where iodine can go right on the thyroid. But what I've seen clinically again and again is that working on the calcium, potassium, and selenium is far more important than the iodine. And I know that's going to upset a bunch of people. And I know when you Google that after you watch this video, or maybe you've already started and I'm freaking you out because it's like I'm reading your mind, you're seeing people say iodine is the most important thing and you need this dose or that dose or this source or that source. There's 2 forms, there's 3 forms. What I'm telling you is in clinic, I have seen people's iodine need greatly reduce and become much, much more simple when we have addressed the calcium, potassium, and selenium. Because these minerals do the basics of thyroid function. And they make sure that the hormones the thyroid is making get converted the right way so that we don't stress out our brain. Nobody needs more brain stress. So please consider an imbalance or a deficiency on your hair analysis could be driving what we see on your blood work, and that it's not the other way around. I can hear your questions. Don't act like you don't have questions. Ask your questions. We're here to teach you. The fourth video, what's it going to be on? It's going to be on thyroid. What part of thyroid? You tell me.